probably been like 4 years. But as soon as I started, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with punching people, and it just felt more fun to me. And the funniest part is these people don't know I could grapple, but my grappling is probably better than my striking. So I can't wait for them to shoot on me and find out what's gonna happen.
Wearing a t-shirt that says never made.
I believe him. I think he said the truth.
All right, guys, welcome back to Never Made Weight. Today we got his powerhouse in the building. He's killing it on the amateur scene on UNF. They call him the highlight, Edgar Amirkhanyan. Edgar, how are
Yes,
you?
sir. Good, brother. How are you? Thanks for
I'm doing
having me.
good. Of course, of course. I've been seeing a lot of your interviews, especially with the Five Family podcast. A lot of the a lot of the hype at UNF. What's going on over there, man? Your description, your bio on your Instagram says 104 and 0 with 100 pullouts.
Yep,
What's that
I'm
about?
100. Actually, I was 105 and 0 now. We got a couple more pullouts, but nobody wanted to fight me, bro. It was a very tough time getting me a fight, and yeah, I got a lot of hype behind me. I'm the talk of the town right now, so shit, I don't blame these guys for not taking the fight.
So you finished four of them in the first round. You have you have trouble finding a fight at amateur. How old are you right now?
I'm 19.
You're 19. What's the timeline for you to go pro?
Honestly, we're thinking one more fight. I just got a fight booked yesterday. Finally. Shit,
With
I don't
Wesley,
know
right?
if it's gonna go through, but it's the biggest fight in all of SoCal, in all of literally, it's like the craziest amateur matchup ever made. They're
Who's
bringing
your
out a
opponent?
whole new belt, Weston Kuros. They're bringing out a whole new belt. They're designing a whole new belt just for this fight, and it's man, I got a lot of history with this guy. We've got at it with Cruz. I just posted on my story. We've been getting at it for a long time. I've been calling him out for over a year. And shit, finally I could get my hands on him. Hopefully, if he shows up.
What happened there? I just saw your story you posted like 10 minutes ago. What happened in that scuffle?
So basically, I was getting interviewed because you already like I'm the face of everything right now. I'm the face of Cali, and these guys, I don't think they like that much. They're saying some shit in the back, and you know me, bro. I don't play like that. We go. Kind of start talking, and then my homie Anthony was supposed to fight this Axel guy, and that didn't end up working. And then we just got in a scuffle, and they broke us apart, and then I slid through one of the doors in the back to where they were, and then we just got down right at it.
Where's all this animosity coming from? Why did this beef start?
It started way back when I was 17 at the time. I hadn't even made my debut. I was trying to get my parents to sign off on me fighting so I could fight since you had to be 18. But I was 17 on Instagram Live with Up Next Fighting, and I was calling out Weston Kuros, and I hadn't even made my debut yet. You know, I was 17, and Weston Kuros at the time was the UNF champ, and I was just shooting for the stars. I wanted everything and everybody. And it started from there, and he was ducking me until now. It's been over a year now, so shit, finally.
Guys, whoever doesn't watch UNF, tune in. Sometimes they live stream on YouTube. If you're in the SoCal area, you need to go check out that show. Sometimes at Burbank, sometimes in Commerce, right? Uh,
Yeah, it's gonna be in commerce.
Guys, it's a very entertaining league. We even saw one of our guests, Chris Padilla, that's 4-0 in the UFC right now, came from UNF. So you got a lot of good talent over there. So Edgar, let me ask you this: what is it about your fight style? What is it about you that they don't want to fight you?
I think it's just the way I am. Like I don't fight like all these other guys fight. These guys like go in there, and to them it's a sport. It's not a sport to me. When I go in there, you're catching these hands. It's not a game to me. People think this is a game. You go, you could think this, think that, but it's not like that to me. I'm going in there and I'm trying to catch a body every time I'm in there.
If you sign the contract to fight me, you think you can beat me, and that's disrespectful to me. Tell me
Yep.
why you. I love that, but tell me why you feel that way.
Basic if you think you're better than me at fighting, if you think me and you are locked in a room and you think you're the one that's gonna make it out of that room alive, I take that I don't take that lightly. I don't like that. That's disrespectful to me. And whoever signs that dotted line automatically is disrespecting me. And it's on site after that. Like I don't take no disrespect.
Well, I think your attitude and the way you go about fighting is very entertaining. It's something everybody loves to see, right? Like we saw
Yes.
we've seen many people with special personalities make waves nationally, internationally, not needless to say names, but let me ask you this. So you did karate starting at 5 or 6 years old, right? And then
5 years
judo
old,
later
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Okay, and then judo later on, and then jujitsu, you started training with Garen.
Yeah.
And then when did you get into striking and stuff?
Honestly, I haven't been in striking for that long. It's probably been like 4 years. But as soon as I started, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with punching people, and it just felt more fun to me. And the funniest part is these people don't know I could grapple, but my grappling is probably better than my striking. So I can't wait for them to shoot on me and find out what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first time I ever trained with Garen, I saw you and Anthony. You guys were in your gis. You guys were doing jujitsu at the time. It's
Yeah.
been a long time, but let me ask you this: What is it? Who is the fighter that you look up to, or the fight style that you look up to right now, or you know?
I've just engaged you. I like the way he fights. He's very entertaining. He goes in there and he just throws hands, you know? Doesn't matter who's in front of him. Just goes in there and always does his thing.
Is your nickname paying homage to Gaethje?
Pretty much, yeah. And I turn people into highlight reels, you know, like as soon as my hand touches them, it's an automatic reel straight to Instagram. So it's pretty much where it comes from.
Yeah, you mentioned because no one's taking you down. All the fights finished quick in the first round,
Yep.
standing up around the minute, right?
Less than a minute. I mean, my first one was 4 seconds, and I think my longest fight was like a minute.
Okay, so it makes sense that people don't want to fight you. I think you got something about you. You're a mean guy. When you get in there, I saw the highlights. I wouldn't want to stand on the other side of the octagon either. But where
Nobody
does this
does.
come from? Where does this come
Honestly,
from? This fire.
I don't even know.
The fight. You said MMA fighters, they get into the octagon, but it's different than being in a fight, really, right? They
Yeah,
treat it like a sport rather than a
yeah,
fight. Where does
yeah.
this kind of attitude come from you for you?
Honestly, I've been like this my whole life. I've been It's just in me, you know? You can't this is not something you could train someone. This is not something you could put into someone. It has to be in them. And it's the fire's inside me, and I just have a completely different attitude when it comes to this fight game.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Glendale,
You're from
California.
Glendale.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm from Glendale too. So I understand you better than maybe somebody else, that's not from Glendale.
Yeah.
But for somebody that's not from Glendale, can you explain how much of this personality just has to do with you being Armenian and you
A
and
good
just
a
us
good
in
chunk of
general?
it. A good chunk of it. I think Armenians are aggressive. I think that's a nice way to put it. And when you grow up around all of that and you go to school around all of that and you just grow up being surrounded by aggression, I think it just like gets put inside you.
So if you had to, if God asked you, hey, by what age would you want to be in the UFC? What are you thinking?
I would be in the UFC right now. I don't care honestly. Like who when I the difference between me and all these other guys is I get in there and I do my thing, you know? Like I don't care who's standing across from me. Let them worry about that. You know, they got me on the other side of that cage. So the UFC, all that means to me is just another step up in the level. It's the same exact ring or cage. It's the same exact everything, you know? Nothing's different. Same rules, same everything. Just the arena might be bigger, you know? Like I don't give a fuck who's standing across from me.
You fight at 170, right?
I well, right now I'm fighting at 170, but I'm gonna be fighting at 155 when I go pro.
Got it. Got it. Got it. So how's your diet look?
Honestly, I don't cut that much to make 170, so it's not that much of a hassle, but when I go down to 155, I'm gonna have to be real strict on my diet.
With somebody as confident as you, oftentimes when someone looks at you, they want to find a chink in your armor. They see your confidence, they want to find out, but what are you bad at? What is your weakness? Do you have any kind of weakness when it comes to like your love for food, or do you not care about that stuff?
No, 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 I definitely love food. That if you're caught that I don't know if you consider that a weakness, but love, for food is definitely up there. I love food, and I said I hope someone tries finding a chink in my armor so maybe they could have the confidence to come fight me.
Okay, so what are you doing right now to prepare for Weston?
And nothing different. It's just fucking it's Weston Kuros, bro. Come on. I This is nothing for me. I train with pros every single day. I Man, I don't have anything to worry about with Weston Kuros. I've sparred with the cat. I've sparred with this fool before, and I don't know what's going on in his head with how that sparring went. Like, I was like straight up toying with him. I wasn't even trying. I got the video and everything. And for him to take the fight after that is crazy to me.
Well, I mean, if you spar with somebody before, you have a feel of, their, the way they move, and you've been right 4 times so far. You seem very confident. I can't wait to see your next fight. I'll be there. I can't wait to watch your career. Let me ask you, we have Islam and JDM coming up this
Yep.
Saturday. You think JDM could pull it off or no?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
What's
Honestly.
the JDM keys to victory? You do follow MMA closely
Yeah,
as a
yeah, I
fan?
do. Yeah, I do. I actually love it. I think JDM's boxing is very crisp, very very crisp, and seeing how Dustin Poirier did against Islam Makhachev, and seeing how Volk did against Islam Makhachev, and JDM is kind of like a Volkanovski, just 2 weight classes higher, you know. And if Volkanovski took him to those deep waters, I think JDM's gonna take him like fourth, fifth round knockout.
Fourth, fifth round knockout. What's the way to beat Islam, you think?
Islam gets tired from the exchanges. So that's the difference between him and Khabib is when Islam's controlling somebody, he gets tired. Khabib wouldn't. So the key to victory, maybe Islam takes him down first round, maybe takes him down the second round. But when it gets to those later rounds, JDM, as we saw in the Bilal fight, has the conditioning, and he's gonna put it on him in that third and fourth and fifth round.
What age would you say that you started watching UFC consistently?
My first UFC fight was the, Khabib and Conor fight.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. I'm
that was
forgetting
the
that you're
first
young.
fight.
Forget
Yeah,
I'm forgetting you're 19.
yeah. So how many years ago was that?
That has to be at least like 7 years ago.
Yeah, so I was, like, 12 years old at the time.
Yeah, yeah, it has to be like 7 years ago. So we're Armenian. We're a low amount of people in this world, but per capita, we have a lot of uh good fighters in the game.
Yep.
Who are some Armenian fighters that you look up to?
Um, I don't really look up to anybody. Um, I mean, I could say there's some good Armenian fighters. We got Edmund, Melsik, and Arman. But I don't really like the term looking up to somebody because I'm trying to pave my own path. I'm not trying to follow anyone's footsteps. And if anything, I could have a group of younger Armenians following me and I'll be taking them up to the top.
I understand. I understand the way you think. Recently, Ronda Rousey was talking about how Joe Rogan is not a MMA expert. He's a fan with an audience. What's your take on that?
Joe Rogan's a funny guy. I've seen a couple of his podcasts. I mean, I'm sure when you're around the game for that long, I'm sure you have some knowledge about it. I mean, he's been sitting cage side for how long watching these UFC fights? You're gonna catch on eventually. But as far as I know, I just know he was a Taekwondo guy, I think. And I don't know if he has any MMA experience actually.
The reason I asked you this question is not because it's trending right now. The reason I asked you this question is because I've seen your personality before, I've seen your attitude before. And when Joe Rogan responded to Ronda Rousey's comments, he mentioned the attitude. It's the champion attitude, you
Yeah.
know? And so it's very interesting to me what your take would be on that. So lastly, eye pokes. We just saw Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gane heavyweight championship fight end early because of an eye poke. What do
Yeah.
you think about eye pokes? What should MMA, the UFC do to avoid this kind of problem in the future?
I want to put this out there before we get into how to fix the problem. Um, shit. Cyril Gane was putting it on him, and Aspinall was just looking for a way out. To be honest, he was like, you could tell it was not going his way. Cyril Gane had the distance, he had the timing, and he was putting it on him really bad, and he was just looking for a way out the octagon. And
Interesting.
for a solution, I'm not sure, to be honest. There's not much you could do. Like, maybe they just gotta start taking points away before the eye poke happens. When guys are like extending their hand out with their fingers towards
Yeah.
the eyes, maybe that'll stop people from doing it. But I'm not sure, to be honest, because there's people like those karate stance guys that just stand like that with their palms open and stuff.
Yeah. Like Wonder Boy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's their job, man. I don't know. It's a eye poke. It ain't that big of a deal, you know. You could graze it off. You got 5 minutes to recover, bro. I don't know. I've never had that bad of an eye poke. Maybe it is that bad.
Well, hey man, thank you so much for taking the time to come onto the show. I can't wait to see the next fight. I can't wait to see your career.
Thank
I'll
you,
be
brother.
watching. Is there something you want to leave the fans with?
Shit, tune in January 31st. It's gonna be a movie out there. There's never been a bigger crowd for an amateur fight. There's never been a bigger audience. There's never been a bigger anything. This is the most anticipated amateur fight ever. So you're gonna want to tune in.
Guys, when Edgar fights, over 100 people show up to support him.
Way over.
Way over. Be there, guys. When is it?
January 31st, Commerce
January
Casino.
31st, Commerce Casino. Guys, be there. Guys, thank you for watching Never Made Weight. My name is Sped. Edgar, the highlight, Amirkhanyan.
Wearing a t-shirt that says never made.
I believe him. I think he's telling the truth.